Good morning everyone. In this video I'm going to be analysing the live price action for EU and DXY to see what opportunities may be available for today. You're going to see my strategy and my analysis, so if you're interested in those then please stick around. Alright, starting off on the daily, EU on the top, DXY on the bottom. What's the daily showing us? Well, yesterday we had quite a big bullish closeout, right? I thought this was signs of some sort of possible pullback, lower time frame consolidation and resistance after sweeping these previous weekly highs here. But yeah, yesterday closed out really bullish, coming to our next point of buy side liquidity on the higher time frame. So we've taken buy side liquidity from there, which is why I have this X here. Of course, our inverse DXY had a very bearish closeout. Okay, and so far today we have our previous daily highs and lows still intact. Even on DXY, I think just barely that previous daily low is intact down there. Of course, we're definitely in a premium. We've made a new higher high right on this leg here now. Okay, we've got this high, lower high, higher high going on here. We're definitely in a premium. There's not much else to mention on the daily except that we've left behind, of course, imbalances lower down in price, and we have other buy side liquidity targets above that price may make its way to eventually. So nothing immediate for today, I don't think. We've started out the day fairly bearish and fairly bullish on DXY. So let's go down to the 4 hour and see what that looks like. So you can see we're making these higher highs, higher low, higher highs at the moment. So the structure is obviously bullish. So we made this bullish push. It may have been on some news announcements. There wasn't any red folder news, but I think possibly even a low impact or medium impact news had a little bit of an effect yesterday. I'm not sure. So anyway, we've taken that buy side liquidity from another external high. So at the moment you can see we consolidated a little bit, and into today we're starting to move fairly bearish. Not loads of momentum on these previous 4 hour candles because they will be overnight and into the Asia session. Now what's important is, right, we're in this premium. We've taken buy side liquidity on the higher time frame most recently, and we have left behind quite a large imbalance which price may pull back down to fill, right? To fill the imbalance, be drawn into this area for some sort of discount pricing and to offer prices around this area. So I'm cautious of using this as a leg, but it may be a 1 hour leg, and I think we can just use it anyway as a 4 hour leg just because it's a high low to a higher high. It's not to say price can't pull back and go down deeper into this leg here. You could maybe count the leg from even lower. Okay, so this is just show a premium at least in this short-term leg. We've got that same leg on DXY, right, from here to here. It has the same imbalance as well, which may draw price. We've taken plenty of sell side liquidity just like we have on EU for buy side liquidity, and we have SMC as well, I believe, still in place from some lows. So from there, this low to this low is a high low, whereas from this high to this high is a higher high. So there's still a break in the correlation there because they should be inverse. So DXY should be making a lower low. So possible signs of high time frame strength from DXY to pull back. So I think everything's fairly clear here on the 4 hour. Just the main things to note are the external buy side liquidity. We've even taken some internal, and we're moving bearish at the time being, and we have the same imbalances that may draw price. So let's go down to the 1 hour and see what that looks like. Okay, so on the 1 hour, we have a nice 1 hour order block down here where we see momentum came into the market and made that higher high. Of course, we drew out this 4 hour leg from down here, but I think we can use this as well on the 1 hour leg as we're in a premium and sort of discount, though there is this area here that price may go for. I think we've also swept some internal sell side liquidity here, which is great because then that shows sell side liquidity swept, and then you can see the momentum come into the market, which is what we like to see when we have buy side or sell side liquidity swept. More examples here: internal buy side liquidity swept, price went the other way, buy side liquidity swept, price went the other way down to a POI, and then sell side liquidity swept here and we went up, right? So plenty of examples of this, which is the main elements to my trading. So we have this sort of 1 hour leg here that we'll be mindful of. Price is looking fairly bearish, with the last closeout being bearish at the moment, and we're continuing with that momentum to possibly fill these imbalances and come towards this POI as a price draw. We have the same imbalances and price draw on DXY, which is good. I don't think much different on this 1 hour, right? I like this POI to go long from, and I like this premium here to go short from. That's how I see it so far. I know I've been calling shorts for quite a few days now while it's been bullish, but just because we've been in a premium, we've been taking loads of buy side liquidity, and we haven't been in our discount POIs. So here we are again, right? This nice leg, premium. I want price to pull back to a discount, so I'll make counter trend trade towards that. And then once we're in this area, I can look for the pro trend trades to go long, right? If this area holds and we break structure to go higher. Otherwise, we may look for it to go lower in price or even sweep these lows. So I think that's everything explained on the 1 hour. Let's go down to the M15 and see what opportunities we may have for today. So here on the M15, I think everything's looking pretty good so far for the shorts. So of course we swept that internal buy side liquidity here, fell down, making a lower low below this low. We overnight, obviously late in the MY session, pulled back to more of a premium of this internal leg here and created our Asia range. Took some internal buy side liquidity here, and we're breaking structures again internally so far, right? So I think this does look good. We'll see how this momentum continues, because then this will be bearish order flow, of course. So I'd want that to continue so I can trade down into this area here, right? The 1 hour POI, or at least the imbalance. So I do like what I'm seeing. I'll show you on the 5 minute. Actually, I think there was a trade this morning. So this trade would have worked out. I wasn't really ready to trade this yet. I thought I would wait some more, because this buy side liquidity sweep looked good, but it was in Asia. We broke down, took the lows of Asia, and we gained some bullish momentum. I wanted to see if price in London was going to come up and possibly take that high again, maybe as buy side liquidity, or go to the other side of Asia. So I thought I'd let this play out and let the order flow come into the market. You can see I've got 5 minute order block here. We had a break of structure here, right, and then price pulled back fairly correctively until this moment here, mitigated it and played out. So that's the strategy 101 really. So that played out very well. I would have put my stop loss maybe just a bit higher, maybe just to here, just to cover that high. Even though the order block's down there, I would have played it out for 3%. So we'd be break even probably at the moment, but I'd be going in our direction. People with a smaller stop might already even be out of this trade, right? We don't know. So that's there. Now what I am looking for, if I go to the 15 minute again for a second, is just for this order flow to continue here. I want this low to go. I want price to break down. So I'll draw it firstly on the M15. So buy side liquidity taken, breakdown, pull back, mitigate this M15 order block here, I guess, and imbalance, breakdown again. Okay, so I want this low to go here as a breaker structure, and then I want price to pull back down there, leaving behind this order block here would be great. Pull back to this lower time frame M15 order block with imbalance to continue going short. This would be exactly what I would want right now to get that continuation I waited patiently for by ignoring that M5 trade. So something like this would be great for me. Possible inducement from the pullback. So a nice strong bearish closeout right now would be good. It may look good again on the M5, which is fine as well. I'll look for this same sort of shape on the M5 if we break down, but it doesn't look like it's leaving behind any order blocks. We're going to get a little pullback here possibly because we've taken this low. So it looks like price is pulling back to fill this area, but hopefully we still get some sort of imbalance left behind. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Bearish order flow to continue, giving me some sort of continuation of all of this price action. If this doesn't play out, then yes, I'll look for more buy side liquidity sweeps and a breakdown from this premium area. And then in regards to longs, if price makes it down to this zone, I'll be looking for price to come into that zone, create some structure, maybe sweep that low, break out, breaking above this, and then the same pullback to a lower time frame order block with imbalance to go long. So that's what I would be looking for. Right, order block there, stop loss just below the lows, and trading with the trend upwards. I'll look for something like that. So I hope that's clear. I hope you gained value from that. Any questions, let me know in the comments. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.